Level up family, what's up? I'm back here with another video for you guys today. This video right here is going to be about how you can keep up with your income for taxes. So once it's tax time, you already know how much your business had made for the year. So you already ahead of the game. You don't have to sit there and wait to receive all of the, the 1099s from all of the brokers. You're gonna already have that up front. But how I do this, I got a spreadsheet that I created off of Excel. So I'm going to show you my Excel spreadsheet, and then I'm also going to show you how to create a step-by-step for those that are not, that are not used to Excel or don't know what Excel is. Now, before we can get into this video, you already know what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also ring that bell so that you can be notified every time a new video is uploaded. All right, now we got that out the way. Let's get into this video. All right, so I know that there are a lot of other softwares out here that you can use for spreadsheet wise, for your business, keeping track of money and stuff like that. But Excel is just one of the things that I'm really strong suited on. So that's what I stick to. And plus, it's free. You ain't got to pay no service fee, no subscription, nothing like that. You got a laptop, it's free, So that's why I stick with it. But eventually, later on down the line, I may, get into like QuickBooks because it helps out. And I normally work with TurboTax when it's time to do my taxes. And I know QuickBooks is like a partnership with TurboTax. So it'd be easier to, just commute the stuff over there to this tax time and all. But like I said, I'm good with Excel. I'm strong suited with it. So, just like that old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So let me get into this. Let me turn this camera around so that you guys can see the spreadsheet, and then I'm gonna break it down step by step how to create this spreadsheet. And then we're gonna start inputting the information in so that I can show you guys how to keep track of your income. All right, come on, let's get into this. This is my spreadsheet. This is how I create it, for my factoring company. My factoring company is TAFS. And I made these 5 columns because I feel like these are just the most important ones. You got to have the date, that you process your invoice on, what broker that you work with. Got to have that load number. Also, how much the load pay. But the main thing is how much you got paid. And I'm going to show you the difference between that, what I mean. Because the load could pay one thing, but when you factor, they have factoring fees and they have other things that come out of that. So you can do a load for $500, but that don't mean that you're going to have $500 hit your account, because factoring fees and all that's going to subtract out of that. So it's going to be somewhere less than $500 of what you get paid. Before I get into putting all the information in here, I'm going to show you guys how I created this spreadsheet. So I'm going to just go right down here to this plus sign, and we could just jump in this box right here. Now, my business name is Level Up, so that's what I'm just going to put. Level Up Transport. All right. Now highlight that, and then I'm going to make it, normally make it probably about, let's say we can make it 36. Boom. Now we got that out the way. Then I come down to 3 and I type what it's for. TAFS. I know that's factoring company. And I make this a little bigger. We can run with 20. Cool. Now that's at 20. All right. Now I come down to 5, and now I'm going to start my first column. Now, how to create your column, you have to come up top to insert. Click insert, and then click on table, They're going to make the table starting at A5, which is A and then 5. Yep, that's it. We're going to hit OK. Boom, now we got our first column right there. Now, you can come over here to this area right here, this top right corner, and you can switch through. They got different color tables that you can make it whatever color that you want. You know, it's whatever you like. I normally just stick with the basic. So I needed 5 columns, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to repeat the same process again. Now I'm going to come over to B5, insert, table, okay. And pick the color that I want, make that black, come back over, repeat the same step, C5, insert, table, okay. Pick the color I want, black, boom. Now we at D5, insert, table, 5, all right, black, pick your color. Now we at E5, insert, table, okay. Color, boom. All right, so now we got our 5 columns. Now there's a line right here between A and B. I normally drag mine out to, we can say 16. We can get it on 16. It's not really a big deal if you get it on there, if you're not, but that's just where I normally leave it at. It's enough space to put everything in it that you need. No, don't want to do that. There we go. Space that out. 16. 16, and last but not least, 16. All right. Now, the next thing you do is you want to label your stuff. So we're going to put the date in that one. And then the next one, it was, you got to know who you work with, broker. Next, the load number. That's always important, because if you have any problems, you know, you can always come back and refer to the date, the broker that you work with, and the load number. If you got all 3 of those, whatever problem that you got, you should be able to find any type of paperwork that you need. Next, amount of load. And then last column, what I got paid. All right, now that we got all of 5 of our columns labeled, now we're gonna just come down right to this blue line that's at the bottom of the box. You wanna get like that so we can drag it down. Come down to 17, 17. Oh, then I ain't bring it down all the way neither. All right. 17, 17, 17, 17. All right, there we go. And that is how you create your spreadsheet setup. Now, you don't have to create your spreadsheet exactly the same way that I did. You know, just make it whatever way is best for you. But I find out that this way is best for me, so it's more simpler and it just works out for me. So this is how I go on it. Now, let's get into the side where we actually put the information in there. If you're with TAFS, once you create an invoice and you process that invoice, they will send you something that's called a summary batch sheet. And they will email it to you, your batch summary statement. They will email it to you. You could just click on it. Then once you click on it, then it just pops up. So it will have your invoice numbers, which is your invoice number, load number. You have your broker. Then your reference number is reference number. I always make my reference numbers and my invoice number the same thing. Just keep it simple. Then it will have your amount that you did the load for, and it will have your fees, and then it has the amount right there. But that's not the amount that you get paid, because TAFS take out 2.5%, I think, something like that. I think they actually just went up on their fees, so I think it's like a 3%, somewhere like that. I'm not too accurate on that, so don't quote me on it, but I do know that they did go up a little bit. But that's their percentage that they take out of whatever the total load is. Then they also have this stuff down here, the fuel committee adjustment. That's just something they started doing. Sometimes it popped up, sometimes it didn't. I don't know. Then you have your transaction fees, which they charge $25 if you want your money within the hour. But if you don't want it within the hour, then I believe it is just $20, I want to say. Not too for sure, because I don't do the standard. I always just do the extra, pay $25 just so I can get my money within an hour. And then to actually process it, they charge 75 cents. So your total amount would be $1,400 of the load. Their factoring fee was $34.86, which is right here. And then all of the expenses that they deducted came up to a total of $39.75, which is right there. So the amount paid to client is really $13.25. So that's what I was saying. It's two different amounts. You did the load for $1,400, but you only really got paid $13.25. Now, the good thing about this is, yes, TAFS do take some money, and they have some deductions, that takes from you, but you get to write all of that stuff off. So that's why I make sure that I create the columns, because the total amount of this right here is going to be what the business made, but you can keep in this column what you actually got. So all of it, so the difference, once you add the difference, once you subtract and you get your difference, all of that amount, that money that TAFS took, you can now put that on taxes, and that's a deduction. That's something that you can write off on your taxes, because that's money that you did not get. You had to pay TAFS, for that service. All right, so let's start putting this information in. All right, we're gonna jump back to the batch summary. Now in the batch summary, what date was this? This was 3/26/22. We're gonna throw our data. 3/26/22. Broker was Me Too Logistics. Logistics. Load number was, let's see if we can do this. Copy. Paste. Boom, we did it. 1400s. 1,400, and what do we actually get paid? 1325.39. 1325.39. Boom. All right. So now we got it input. Got your date, the broker, the load number, how much the load was, and how much actually got paid. Now, once we had this in, we can go to the column and we can click and bring that all the way down. Now, we stopped at 17, but we want to go one down for 18. Now, we can do that. This is how it can total it up for you as you input it in. So now we got that highlighted. We're going to jump over here up the top. We're going to click on formulas and hit auto sum. Hit auto sum. Now the 1,400 just dropped down there. And we're going to repeat the same steps, same process. Click, drag all the way down to 18. Boom. Auto sum. 1325.39. So now as you're inputting your loads in, your invoices, your batch summaries, whatever you want to call it, as you're putting them in, the money will automatically add up for you. So it'll do the hard work for you. So once you're done and, you know, say the end of the year is coming up and you want to see how much you made, you will already know how much you made and how much you actually got paid. And like I said, you just will subtract those two numbers, and that's how you will find out how much you actually paid your factoring company for their services, and that is a write-off. So that's a major thing. Everything that you don't get paid on, or that you have to pay for a service or a subscription or anything to help you run your business, whatever you pay, keep track of that, because that is a write-off. You want to write that off. I'm going to make another video on everything that you can write off for your business, because once you get your taxes and say you made $100,000, now we don't have taxes taken out of our money because we 1099, so we don't have taxes taken out. So say you make $100,000 for the year. You know, when tax time come around, you put that $100,000 in, whatever that percentage that they can tax you on, they're going to tax you on. And once you put in, I do TurboTax, so once I put in, say I put in, I made $100,000 for the year. Now it may just pop up, okay, you got to pay, out of that $100,000 that you made, you got to pay back at least 20 grand. They may have that up there. So now you have to start putting in your deductions so you can bring that 20 grand down. You want to have enough deductions so that you can, that 20 grand that you gotta pay them, you want to bring that all the way down to zero. You always want to try to break even. Now sometimes you might not be able to break even because you don't have enough deductions and stuff to write off. You know, that's okay, it happens. But if you do have a lot of stuff to write off, make sure you keep track of all of that, because it is important and it will help you to not have to pay so much money back to the IRS. But that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you actually liked this video. If you know somebody that can benefit from this video, please don't hesitate to send it to them. And if you have any questions or anything, I always leave my email in the description, so you can always hit me up in my email. If you have Instagram, you can hit me up on Instagram. It's _MERCKID_. That's also in the description. And just give it some time. You know, I try to always reply back within 24 hours. Sometimes it may take a little bit longer. You know, I'm a busy man, you know, so just take your time with me and I will respond back. You can also just leave a comment in the comment section, you know, and I'll respond back to it. If you have any ideas, questions, or anything, you know, please don't hesitate to leave me any feedback. But I definitely appreciate you guys. I hope y'all appreciate this video. And that's the end of this video. Y'all stay safe out there. I'll catch y'all in the next video.